We've come full circle on this podcast, my AKAPADers, because we have a declaration today. Some of you might call it a hot take. Before we get into it, thank you. Welcome back to the greatest cinematic criticism feed of all time. Because this is the feed, this is the podcast, this is the criticism that's saving how we view and how we look at movies. I'm sorry, gotta say it. Nightbitch on Hulu randomly dropped. No one knew this movie was coming. I seem to be the only critic to watch this movie. But I'm bringing it to you. I'm bumping all this hot content. Joker 2, Venom 3. I'm bumping it. Because today we're recording this to drop today. Nightbitch came out of nowhere. And it's now a part of a trend of the female director redefining and saving the American cinematic drama. Let's go.
Quiet on the set.
Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
Action!
Amy Adams at this point has got to be the premier actress of the day. Anything she's in, like, holy crap. It's a vortex. It sucks you in. She's constantly in roles that are characters. She's not playing a drug addict or a prostitute or, like her body is not a part of any of her characters. Her appearance is not a part of any of her characters. I might be wrong if we go through her entire filmography as an actress, but I don't know. Just sitting down with all of you, aka Powders, I cannot think of any contradictions in that statement. I could be wrong. Feel free to correct me in any of the comment sections that this podcast appears in. We're not doing much of a promo because I just want to get into this. Mariella Heller, this is our writer-director. This movie is based on Rachel Yoder's book by the same name, Nightbitch. Nightbitch is available on Hulu right now. Again, as I said in the intro, this movie came out of nowhere. So by that, I mean I sit down and on my controller, I have a Hulu button. And I press the Hulu button and it comes up and it's right there, like first slide. And I kind of blow it off. And a week goes by. And I just say, like, what the... Like, just do it. Just press play, Peter. Just press play. I'm sitting down with my fiance, and we like to unwind by just putting things on. And it doesn't mean we're going to watch it. We just put things on, and we laugh, we joke around, start cooking. Maybe I'm doing dry January, but, I still try and make some cocktails so we can take some sips out of it. But, like, that's our home nightlife. That's post-work nightlife at the AKAPAD Film Buff household when we're not obsessively in our production room. So I press play, and here we go. This movie, by the thumbnail, the poster, by what you see in this movie before we actually get engaged with the story, you think this woman is slowly transforming into a werewolf. She has a family secret, and now she's becoming aware. And this girl, who's a mother, who Amy Adams seems to have packed on some pounds for, by the way. She has a different body, she has a different posture, she has a different face because of the weight that she gained for this movie. I even look up if that was a real thing, but she gained weight, looks like purposely for this role. I could be wrong. You think we're in this modern day urban working class deconstruction of the werewolf lore, the werewolf mythology. It's everything but that. I don't like comparing movies of this stature because I feel this is a absolute incredible movie. This movie deserves every single bit of attention you can give to it. But sometimes when we compare, we subtract. But I have to say, if we watch The Babadook, which we loved on this podcast, and many people have had a post-criticism analysis of Babadook, if you will. If in that movie the mother is just going through depression, she's going through a mental breakdown. She's a single mother, struggling to raise a child that is of special needs. And the Babadook part of the Babadook is this manifestation of her life, of her frustration, of her shortcomings and challenges. And then therein we have the comparison to Nightbitch. This is not a werewolf movie. This is not a movie about a transformation, a woman transforming into a wolf to kill people. This is a movie about a lot of what I saw in my life growing up, where just sometimes my father seemed too focused on work, or thought work was enough. And then sometimes it was, and other times it's not. Where as an adult, he didn't care, just didn't do certain things. And it took my mother a lifetime to get him to do things, to get him to be good at things, to get him to help. And I never spoke to any of my parents about this. I never tried to isolate it, because you kind of know the answers you're going to get. Maybe that could change. You know, my father's no longer with us. Maybe that conversation is dope. I don't know. This is a movie about a woman struggling to get her identity back, to get her self-worth back after being a at-home mom, giving birth, raising a child, and then maybe feeling lost in the world and not having much help. Everything we see from Amy Adams in this movie is Oscar worthy. It's so good to where you want a separate category for the Oscars. You want best performer on screen. Put the men and the female together and let But I get it. There's enough roles for men. There's enough. Some years there's enough roles for females, but not really. This movie it's a definition of what we see in our home life. For many of us, I never seen it portrayed this well. I never seen metaphors, if you will, allegories so well within a movie where you're almost relieved it's not a werewolf movie, because this is so much better. And to be able to say that, again, is why we do this podcast, AKAPAD. I feel like every episode, every drop, I gotta do a little reminder to why we're doing this. This movie is fantastic. You have to watch it. Don't sell yourself short. Don't think you're above or better than this movie. And don't pretend to be disappointed when it's not a werewolf movie. So let's go. Everyone, hit Hulu. Get that subscription. And I guess I have to pitch Hulu a little bit. But AKAPAD, I don't know what else I can say about this movie. It's just incredible.
Okay, that's a wrap.